Map to Grow Presence, 10 Harsh Truths You Must Accept for a Happy Life. Before starting the video, if you are new here, please subscribe. Most people go through life avoiding the harsh truths. They'd rather bury their head in the sand and ignore the things that make them uncomfortable. But what they don't realize is that by doing so, they're only making their life harder. Happiness comes from accepting the realities of life and learning to live with them. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So, if you're ready to make some changes in your life, watch on for 10 harsh truths you must accept for a happy life. 1. People are too busy thinking about themselves. Have you ever not gone to the gym because you are worried that everyone will be watching you? Have you ever tripped over and have then felt so embarrassed because you think everyone saw you do it? We all worry about what other people think of us. For some people, it causes anxiety, which prevents them from doing things. For others, it makes them feel insecure in certain situations. Worrying about what other people think about us can really damage our happiness. If you want to live a happy life, you need to accept that people are too busy thinking about themselves to think about you. When you are at the gym, worrying that everyone is watching you, they are actually focused on what they look like, on not dropping the weights or falling off the treadmill. Once you accept this, you will be able to live a life that is a lot freer. 2. You always have a choice. Every day, we all have to make decisions. Some are simple, while others are difficult. Sometimes we find ourselves backed into a corner, but this is usually due to our own choices. Even if it appears that something is happening to us that was unavoidable, it is usually the result of a choice we made. It is about learning to make the right choices for you, which can mean you need to be a little selfish. Once you realize this, you will always have choices in life. It becomes easier to live a happier life. 3. You are not defined by what you own. One of the most difficult things to come to terms with in life is that you are not defined by what you own. This is a harsh truth, but it is also a liberating one. Once you accept that your material possessions do not define you as a person, you can start to focus on what really matters in life. What matters most in life is not what you own, but who you are and how you treat others. Your character and your interactions with others are far more important than any material possessions. If you can focus on being a good person and making positive contributions to the world, you will be much happier than if you simply chase after material things. 4. You need to learn accountability. We all make mistakes. It is a human thing to do. Real power comes from owning these mistakes and holding ourselves accountable. Sometimes we just need to put our hands up and say, yes, I did that. I am sorry. In the moment, it will be scary, but in the long run, the situation will be over faster. You don't have to live with guilt, and others will respect you for owning up. If you refuse to be held accountable for your mistakes, you can never truly be happy. 5. Your feelings are caused by your thoughts. Your feelings are caused by your thoughts. That's right. Every single emotion you experience is created by the thoughts you think. If you want to feel different, you have to think different thoughts. It's not always easy to control your thoughts, but it is possible, and it's worth it because your emotions impact every area of your life. Your relationships, your career, your health. Everything is affected by how you feel. So if you want to be happier and more successful in life, start by changing the way you think. Pay attention to your thoughts and make a conscious effort to thinking more positive, productive things. It will make a world of difference in how you feel and in turn, how your life turns out. 6. You have to work your way to the top. Some of the richest people in the world started their career in McDonald's. It is hardly ever true that you get to step right into the CEO position and start at the top. Unless you are the queen, you need to start at the bottom and work your way to the top. When you eventually reach the top, you will be grateful for all the experience you have gained and all the work you did to get to where you are. 7. Perspective is everything in life. It's the lens through which we see the world, and it colors our every experience. A positive perspective can make even the most difficult situations feel manageable and even enjoyable. On the other hand, a negative perspective can make the best of times feel like a struggle. The harsh truth is that our perspectives are often shaped by our past experiences, and these perspectives can be hard to change. If we've been hurt or disappointed in the past, it's natural to approach new situations with caution and suspicion. But if we want to lead happy, fulfilling lives, we must learn to let go of our negative perspectives and embrace a more positive outlook. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. When we open ourselves up to new possibilities and view the world through a more positive lens, we open ourselves up to happiness, joy, and love. 8. There is no such thing as a perfect time to do anything. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that there is a perfect time for everything. We often believe that we need to wait for the perfect circumstances before taking action on our dreams or goals. But the truth is, there is no such thing as a perfect time to do anything. Waiting for the perfect time to start your own business, get in shape, or travel the world will only hold you back from living a happy and fulfilling life. It's important to remember that life is short and unpredictable, so we should make the most of every moment. If you're waiting for the perfect time to make a change in your life, just remember that now is always the right time. Stop procrastinating and take action today. 9. Life can't always be good. It's hard to accept, but life can't always be good. There will be times when things are tough and you have to push through. This is what makes the good times even sweeter. If you can accept that life isn't always perfect, you'll be much happier in the long run. You'll be able to roll with the punches and not get so upset when things don't go your way. So next time something goes wrong, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's not always going to be perfect. 10. You live the life you've designed for yourself. You are responsible for your own happiness. You cannot rely on anyone else to make you happy. That's your job. No matter how much you love someone, they will never be able to fill all of the voids in your life. That's why it's so important to have friends, hobbies, and interests outside of your relationship. You need to accept that some things are out of your control. Worrying about them will only make you unhappy. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. You can't please everyone, so don't waste your time trying. Just focus on being the best version of yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare your life to others because you will always find someone who has it better or worse than you do. Just focus on being happy with where you are at in life. The goal of this video was not to depress you or make you feel bad about your life, but rather to open your eyes to some harsh truths that you must accept if you want to be truly happy. These truths may be difficult to swallow, but they are essential for leading a happy and fulfilling life. So, take a deep breath and brace yourself for these 10 brutal honesty pills that will change the way you look at life forever. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe.